friends, I'm Sean.
And I'm Tree.
And we are Seek and Enjoy. And this is the video of our 6-month Nomadiversary. It's 6 months of living in our Jayco Seneca full time since September of 2019. And our 6 months has led us to see more of California than we ever saw in the 10 years that we lived in our house, or the 16 years we've been together.
Or the lifetime that you've lived here.
Yeah, actually the whole lifetime I've lived in California. And we've just been having an awesome time going all through. We went to Oregon, down through California, spent the winter in the desert, got some dental work in Mexico, and now we're back up in the Bay Area where we had to come to get our taxes done. And we find ourselves, we're in Pacifica, California, right at 1,000 Trails campground, right over the ocean. Right behind us is the Pacific Ocean on the cliff. And we find ourselves here in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic that's sweeping across the country, and people seem to be going nuts out there, stocking up on supplies and just, trying to figure out what's really going on with all the misinformation that's going on out there. But anyway, this is where we find ourselves. We just wanted to give you an update on what it's like living in an RV.
And I wanted to say that we were talking earlier today about the fact that, unbeknownst to us, we've actually been pretty prepared for boosting our immunity if we need to, having a good supply of meat and food on hand. That's just kind of how we've been traveling, and we definitely feel like we have enough to last us for 2 weeks, probably more if necessary. Plus we have, in addition to the supplements that we take every day, we also have, a whole arsenal of other holistic immunity boosters that I think are helping to keep us healthy, and plus also the social distancing and not going to large gatherings.
Yeah, boondocking out in the middle of the desert away from lots of people is really a good way to practice social distancing while actually just practicing our lifestyle. So 6 months of RV living, what we like, what we don't like, what are our favorite things. I would just say right off the bat that what I like about it the best, there's a lot of things I like about it, but the thing that I like the best is the relationship, how our relationships evolved since just living in such close quarters with each other all the time, and realizing that I really like this person that I spend my life with, and I just feel like we made a pretty good decision to do this. And talk about good decisions. Like, we sold our house last year. I kind of figured the economy was going to take a downturn. I wasn't expecting it to actually be like this, but it made me realize, and not just this thing, but lots of things have made me realize that we made an awesome decision to sell our house and cash out and be able to buy this RV and have enough in savings that, even though we have a gem and jewelry business and we travel and do shows and festivals and street fairs and things like that, those are all getting canceled, and so we don't really have any work to do. And but fortunately, we had enough savings from selling our house that we can get through this without a lot of hardship for us, and we just feel really blessed and thankful that I made decisions from how I felt instead of and what would be fun to do, instead of my fears of what I would be losing. But when it comes to living in the RV, the one thing that I probably had to change about that changed my mind around the most is how much water we have and how much we can use, and how that relates to taking showers and just 72 gallons, and we try to make it last us 2 weeks. So we're definitely able to do it. We'll probably at some point maybe get a bladder so we can take more showers more often, and an extra water bladder to fill up and bring with us, so we can take more showers and just replenish our water supply. We do have a really good water filter, so we're able to take the water we get just about anywhere and turn it into really good drinking water without having to pay for drinking water. So we wanted to thank Libby.
So what I love about this lifestyle are all the places that we've been able to see, and the freedom that I've been experiencing as far as just being able to truly feel like I'm living and not just existing. We've seen some beautiful, beautiful places that have been 4 or 5 hours away from where we've been living the last 15 years. Sean even longer there, but I just feel that I love the freedom. I love the experiences that we've been having, and looking forward to so much more and seeing even more of the country. There's really not too much about the rig or this lifestyle that I would say that I don't like. I think the one thing that I'm not that crazy about is the food pantry. It's not super efficient, but it does the job, and I make do. But yeah, there's really not too much that I can say that I don't like about this lifestyle yet.
Besides our relationship, I love driving this thing. This thing is so much fun to drive, and we've become part of the escapers community, and I got to talk to a lot of people that drive different kinds of RVs, and their experiences with RVs are very unlike ours when it comes to driving them. A lot of these big, huge Class A's, people say, are just all over the world, all over the road. And even some of the people in the smaller rigs say it's hard to control their rigs just driving down the freeway, or like when a diesel passes them or something. And this RV being on a Freightliner, like truck front end, I've driven pickup trucks that are harder to drive. So driving this thing is really fun. It feels really solid driving down the road. Gotten Tree to drive it a couple times.
Yeah, the last time when we were on our way up towards this area a few days ago, I drove for about an hour, and it was a great road to drive on because it wasn't very crowded. And I had to go uphill and downhill and change gears and things like that. So it really gave me a good feel for how the rig handles.
Yeah, turning corners and stuff. You just got to know where your pivot point is.
Yeah.
But so, other than that, let's see. 6 months living in an RV. It's a little more expensive than I thought it would be, but not by much. I mean, it's definitely cheaper than living in a house when it comes to what it costs to live in a house for the mortgage and
insurance
and food and all that stuff. So yeah, living in the RV, the fact that it's paid for, basically it comes out about to where our mortgage was. So it's basically like living for the price of our mortgage without all the other expenses. So, and
that's including the insurance that we have on the rig and on the car. Yeah, I think that that's a good assessment, and we've talked about this before as far as all the other incidentals that come with living in a house that we don't have to pay for. So it kind of comes out in a balance, but we have a way better life this way.
Yeah, way better life. And okay, so now after 6 months, we've ended up back up in the Bay Area, and doesn't look like we're going to be working anytime soon. All the events are being canceled. We're waiting any day for there to be some national travel ban. If we have to get being stuck in Pacifica on a cliff overlooking the Pacific Ocean is not a bad place to be stuck.
Yeah.
But so we're having to deal with that and make decisions as it goes. But we think we might go out near Yosemite or up near Tahoe. We're not sure where we're going to go, but we know that we're not going to be working. So we do have a website, and I'll throw this in here. Our website's crystalactivation.rocks, and if there's anything that would interest you on there, it would help us out a lot. I know a lot of people aren't working right now and don't have, putting their money away, but if you do have a few bucks and are interested in some nice rocks or jewelry, please check us out. And we'll put a link down below in the comments. And
we're giving great deals too.
We are giving great deals because a lot of it's just we want to really get rid of a lot of the heavy rocks and get down to just more jewelry, things that are lighter and easier to set up, which would give us more room to have recreation equipment in our storage. And I don't know, eventually after doing this for 6 months, I'd like to try to find something that I could do from here. Just all I need is an internet connection,
like a remote job.
Yeah, remote job, doing some kind of accounting or moving numbers or data or whatever. Yeah, if it involves a computer, I'm sure I can do it. So I just realized I'll just put that out there to the universe, and so far in this life, what I've desired, I just put out in the universe, and it tends to happen. So we'll just keep going along with that plan. And
do you want to see, how about which location has been your favorite in the 6 months that we've been doing this?
Oh man, God, it's really hard to pick. You know, the Alabama Hills was just one of the most amazing places. It's just amazing rock formation right underneath Mount Whitney, which is the largest mountain in the continental 48. And so that was really nice. But being by the river on Blue Lakes Road, up near south of Tahoe, just across the California line from Nevada. That was a really beautiful spot. Being in the desert north of Tucson was beautiful.
It's hard to pick just one.
It's really hard to pick, but I'd say between Blue Lakes Road and Alabama Hills are probably my two favorite, even though I really love the desert in the winter. So what's been your favorite place, Tree?
Well, I think I have to agree with Sean as far as Alabama Hills, out of all the places that we've been, was definitely top of my list. I could sit there and look at those mountains and those rock formations all day long and not get tired of it. And I will have to say, this was a surprising location that I really enjoyed, was Lake Webb outside of Bakersfield, California. Now, it wasn't a boondocking spot, but it was a county park, so I think it was $25 a night, full hookups, lakeside, and there were tons and tons of birds and just beautiful sunsets, people on boats that would go out there, and just all around really peaceful. So that one was kind of a surprise that I would say I'd add to near the top of my list.
Yes. You know, yeah, if you ever just are looking for a place near Bakersfield, that's definitely
I wouldn't want to live there, I'll say that.
I don't even know if I really want to be there on the weekends, but anyway, I'm sure other people have had a great time there, and I'm sure, like everything, it's what you make it. So,
exactly.
You know, and I'm really glad to be making this the way it is, and
continuing on with the amazing adventure that this life is going to be.
So if you have any questions about what it's like living in an RV, or you know what we think about any of the different things that we do, what it's like to dump and drive and get fuel, or any questions you have, please feel free to put them in the comments. We'd love to answer them. We'd love to connect with people out there that are seeing these videos, and please check out some of our other videos and give us a like and a share. And yeah, I hope you like it.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have a good day. Stay safe. Wash your hands.
Don't touch your face.
Peace. Oh yeah, watch my video about running out of toilet paper, and not to panic. So I hope you enjoy that one. So anyway, take care. Much love.
Bye.